for mature audiences.
Hello and welcome to the cave. Oh, that was
ladies
horrible.
and gentlemen, welcome to the cave. So, if you are in a location and you don't know where you are exactly, you basically need to act like a detective and just look for clues around you.
That's true.
So Steven and I went around just a few minutes before we started shooting this, and we saw WWF Cup.
Yeah.
So it narrows it down to either Rovi or Mark.
Yeah.
Then we have a couple turtles that just pop up randomly, and I think what cinched it is there's a whole stack of magazines of Mark's abs. So I don't know.
Which makes it Rovilson's house.
Which makes it Rovilson's house. So welcome to Rovilson's house. No. So we're in Mark Nelson's house. Today, what are we talking about? Because this is actually a great segue into our topic for today.
Funnily enough, funny you should mention, you can always tell you're in Erwan's place because there's everything there that says property of Ann and Curtis. You know you're in Steven's house when there's lots of tequila and little bottles labeled roofie.
And panties strung along.
Anyway, well, today's topic is about being funny versus handsome. But before that, we would like to bring in our fourth co-host, who's missing right now, but apparently.
But we're doing so well without him.
Yeah, I know.
Actually,
I prefer the flow. No, but, I don't know if you guys know, but Rovilson, we shot in his house before, and Rovilson has very specific when it comes to decorating his house. So he's kind of a girly man.
Yes.
Everything's extremely
That's a
curated
wonderful
and
way of
everything.
putting
So he put on just a little makeup today, just to remove some of the
I mean, with the
shine.
bald head, he's very shiny.
He's very shiny, kind of like.
He acts as a reflector.
of course, we know because he
Glares
lost.
my
He
eyes a
lost
little.
during the first season when we had the point system.
Mm-hmm.
And better late than never. He's a man of his words. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our fourth guest, Mr. Rovilson
Fernandez.
Smiley Fernandez.
Put that calendar down.
So, so anyway, last time we picked out the dare for Rovilson, and that was for him to dress up as a clown. So, Rovilson, welcome to the show.
That looks
I must say, this is quite an improvement.
that's extremely uncomfortable.
But you know what? You need to be a little bit more like Erwan and I. Go out, get a little bit of sun,
Yeah.
get some color.
I think-
You're looking a little
yeah.
pasty.
You should probably
You each get 2 minutes. All right, here you go. Your turn. You each get 2 minutes. Go, Koo. Go ahead.
I'm done.
You're
bro.
done?
I'm done.
You know,
I know, for the first time during our podcast, you don't even have to say anything, and it'll be okay.
Anyway,
I hate
We
you
also
guys.
need,
You've
we also
won
need to work
already.
on your alcohol tolerance. You've got a little bit of a red nose there, buddy.
Oh, wow. Sorry. Yes.
All right, jumping
Running
into the
walls.
topic. Well, today we're gonna do Tagalog Wars first.
Oh, God, I
before we
hate
jump into the topic.
Tagalog Wars.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we're
We
gonna
can-
make
we can
ourselves
put
look
that-
silly.
Yeah.
Right up there.
And Tagalog Wars today is
God forbid.
Erwan versus Rovilson.
No!
Because of course you have the honor of the outfit. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
And the topic of the day, and for people listening, you have to watch to see the subtitles. But the topic for today is how say something really funny in Tagalog or make us laugh. Say a Filipino joke in Tagalog. You have 30 seconds per person. Are you guys ready?
I guess the clown would go first.
Let's
Yeah.
start with the
Obviously,
clown.
the clown would go first.
All right. Are you ready? 30 seconds starts right now.
Paano mo sasabihin gatas in Tagalog?
I know.
Gatas.
No.
Alam ko.
Oh, ano?
Tubig ng baka.
Correct!
Yay!
All right. Okay. So that was not really funny, but okay.
What up?
Challenger.
Clown 1, Erwan 0. Oh, sorry.
Mine is
Erwan.
my joke's English Tagalog.
Taglish.
All right. Well, one burpee for each.
Okay,
English
so
word
there's
anyways.
a teacher and student, and then the
Tagalog.
yeah.
I'm with you.
My punchline's in Tagalog. That's the
Okay.
most important part. So the teacher asks the student, so give me a sentence in English, and the student goes, "Ma'am is beautiful, isn't she?" And then the teacher goes, "Oh, can you translate that into Tagalog, please?" So the student goes, "Si ma'am ang maganda, hindi naman, di ba?" Right?
Oh!
Thank you,
All
thank
right.
you. You guys are not laughing, but they're
Okay.
laughing.
So,
They're laughing.
Erwan is
think-
here,
They're
all
laughing.
night.
So,
Tasting your waitress.
audience, who wins? Is it clown 1 or clown 2? Clown 1.
Yeah.
All right. So you're doing burpees.
Don't fuck with the clown.
Five
Yeah.
burpees for Erwan at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
As long as I'm better looking. I'm
All right.
okay.
So, Our topic for today is
it's all about humor versus handsome, and I've actually got an extra related to this particular topic. There was a survey done late last year, 1,550 participants, and they basically asked, what do you find more attractive? Is someone that's good looking or someone who can make you laugh? And around the Philippines, around the Philippines, roughly 90% of people said they prefer humor.
95%.
90%.
90%.
90%. Now, the interesting thing was it was slightly skewed by income. The people that had more income and were generally had college degrees, maybe 30% of the guys, single guys, would prefer good looks, but still 70% would say no, they go for humor. But then the lower their income bracket or education level, then the higher the percentage was, as high as I think 92 or 94% would prefer humor.
Okay, that's probably why.
Would still okay.
Would still prefer humor.
So
Yeah.
you're saying that the higher classes prefer looks over humor, or no?
More so.
More so.
But still, they
But
still
still
prefer
humor is number one.
Yeah.
Another
But
thing-
then,
what you
that's
mean, yeah.
ironic because, well, no, that is very telling. First of all, props to you guys for keeping a straight face while staring at me because I know how silly I look. But anyway,
It's okay. We're used to looking at you.
You're used
most
to
of
wearing
the
that.
funniest people I know are the ones who are lower income bracket anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, most of the stand-up comedians, they all came from, dire straits. They talk about how hard it was living. I mean, you're not going to listen to a funny rich person. They're not really funny because you can't relate to them. But funny poor people are funny. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, a lot of the good material actually comes.
Does that make sense?
No,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
no,
You're-
exactly. A lot of the
I just
good.
have to say before we go
Go.
your nose looks like a dog's penis. Just have to say it. I'm sorry.
Flaccid or
no? When they're in heat, like it's like a red hot dog.
How often do you look at
I am
dogs'
going to
penises?
It's like a
selfie.
tender, juicy hot dog on your nose. It's absolutely terrible.
Hey, I looked at myself actually.
You look like
good-looking clown.
you look like Dumbledore.
Sarah Heron, by the
Dumbledore
way,
meets
Thank you.
Not Geronimo.
Edward
Heron.
Scissorhands.
Okay, so
Yeah. Anyway, I mean,
Okay.
but then if you think about it, most of the people who have good material for sketches and even good actors come from the lower.
because you need life
class.
experience.
Yeah, life
Yeah.
experience.
But I think aside from that,
Exactly.
like a survey like that, I personally, I don't know if I'd actually read it and believe it because you're in front of a white piece of paper that asks you, do you prefer looks or humor? In your mind, you're like, oh, I don't want to be that guy that prefers looks, so I'm not going to be a douchebag, and I'm going to write humor. Just 'cause-
Unless it's you're just doing it blankly and sending it in.
yeah,
In which case
I
you
don't know
can be
because
honest.
I think it's it's self. You're basically judging yourself.
Yeah.
You're saying, okay, what do I really prefer, looks or humor?
So basically,
You don't wanna-
cheating.
oh, good,
You're
no, but
cheating
see, 'cause
yourself.
you don't wanna-
You're
no,
lying to
At
yourself.
the end of the day, if you look at all the actors, actresses, models, everything, they're all beautiful people. There may be a couple of exceptions locally, or maybe 4 or 5 guys that are really funny that are as popular.
Yeah.
But when you look at, especially the male artistas, all of them are there because of their looks. Because a lot of them can't act. A lot of them
I don't
can't
know.
sing.
I mean,
the guys.
Yeah.
I still think those
Agreed.
figures I think those figures are still more accurate. Like if there was another study done in the States by a psychologist named Christopher McCarthy, and she asked 45 women and showed them 2 ads. One ad was a funny ad of a guy, and another ad was a serious guy with a factual ad. Majority of the women chose the funny ad or trusted the funny ad over the factual ad more because apparently based on the study, women have the halo effect of associating wit and being funny with being able to provide, being intelligent, and
So that's why Rovilson has more success than Mark.
yes,
Absolutely.
so it's an evolutionary
Yes.
point of view that I think a lot of it's actually a cliche that women will say that they go for the funny guys. Like most of the comedians in the Philippines in particular have so many kids.
Dolphy.
Yeah, Vic
Yeah.
Soto.
Right.
But depending on what they're looking for as well. Like it's if you're saying like relationship wise, then everyone's gonna say personality over looks for sure. But then if you're saying for like a 1 week hookup when you're on vacation, everything that's
Yeah.
gravitating towards looks.
That's very true.
So Rovi, do you
Hi.
find that you Do you find that you're able to, like I mean, specifically with women, you find that you are able to get more women when you're funny, when during the times that you're funny, and less women?
The question
when,
is, can you
when you're
pick up
not?
as a clown?
Can you pick up right now?
Dude, on the way down here from your bedroom, approximately 80 steps, I got 4 phone numbers on the way down. So I'm dating.
I think one of them was my mom.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Oh, we have a date tonight, actually. Hi, Auntie Carol. No, absolutely. You attract more fish, as they say, with. I'm just making up this.
Yeah. Wider net.
Yeah.
No, I mean, when you're in the club, and when you're in the club, and then you feel like you're not being funny that particular night or day, don't you feel like there's sort of like a disconnect in terms of connecting with women? Like, you're funny sometimes.
Well, no, I've got
You were
the best of
hilarious
both
last
words.
episode.
So no, I'm kidding. No, but I used to be really fat, right?
Yeah.
So when I was really fat, obviously looks didn't work for me. So I kind of had to polish up personality, and I had to try to be funny.
And
try
then
to
you
make
finally
jokes
gave
and
up on that
everything.
and just said, you know what, I'm
And
going to
then I'll
work
be
out my
like,
body
"Damn it, I'm
instead.
just gonna be good looking."
No, but one of the best. Well, that is a good one. I appreciate you saying that. Another one that I actually, my type of humor, and I think Mark can attest to this too, is we're both really good at this, is self-deprecating humor. And
agreed.
I wish more people would do that, especially if you're a
Putting
good-looking
yourself
person.
out.
What's an
Yeah.
example of self-deprecating? That's a big word for most people. Steven's having a hard time grasping it.
No, I use it all the time. Like you're
Okay.
willing to make fun of yourself. Correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Willing to make fun of yourself.
For the greater good.
For my greater good.
Yeah.
Like, this is the story of the show.
He's so humble and he makes fun of himself. Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like that.
But one thing I did realize from my experience is that the approach is so much easier as someone that looks good. You can
Okay.
be the funniest guy in the world. You
But if-
can't walk up to 3 models and start cracking jokes, like, unless you are extremely confident.
Yeah.
But okay,
Um,
okay. So you mentioned models, or
Or,
a group-
okay, sorry, just pretty girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. It's an evolutionary question, and this has been a theory that's been simmering in my head.
You mean on the internet?
Well, okay, most no,
You just
Where
read
he has
my
all his
attitude. It's
research.
right here.
But
This
no,
has been a theory.
Sometimes they say like
Simmering in
the
my
reason
head.
why some models. No, I'm not saying all. Some models or a lot of them don't have personalities is because they didn't need a personality to begin with because it was easy for them to get girls. Whereas guys who didn't have the looks, they had to adapt to the environment, develop a personality, be funny, just to be able to get girls. So, do you guys agree that it's an evolutionary adaptation that happens? That's why men become funnier than some men.
Yeah, I agree to a certain point, but I also think that there can be decent-looking guys with a sense of humor, and it could be the way that they were brought up in their family. Why are you laughing?
I'm gonna quote your mom in a while.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Just come out with it now. Let's get it over and done with. I know you're dying to.
He's saving it. He's saving it.
I can't wait until he's finished. I've got something to say.
I know
a
what
little
you mean,
geisha
like,
girl.
Okay,
it's
Yeah.
a necessity to basically, it's the theory of needs that you need to find water, you'll find water. So if you need to, you have to get
funny,
from point A
yeah.
to point B. You need to be funny. Is that the only way you'll attract people?
It's a
then
weapon of choice.
You'll work on it. But there are some people who are just truly naturally funny that have a knack for it, and they're born with it.
Okay.
And whether they're good looking or not.
Yeah.
All right.
Performance since they were kids. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say?
We're
Stephen?
gonna come back with the anecdote about Mark's mom in a while. So stay right there. This is the cave.
Wow, I'm surprised you can last that long.
Experience the best beers in the world on tap in Chef Carlo Miguel's gastronomic feasts. Draft Gastropub with branches at the Fort Strip, Rockwell Mall, Greenbelt 2, and soon to open Will Tower, Quezon City, and Molito, Alabang.
All right, guys, welcome back to
The
Cave!
otherwise known as the circus today. No. Anyway, we have a great topic. Of course, it's funny versus handsome. Which one would you pick? Which side are you on? But anyway, we're going to need, obviously, our obligatory, wonderful co-host / guest. She is on with us now. I had the pleasure of co-hosting with her. She MCs events. She also...
She is also a fantastic comedian.
She's a local fixture in the theater scene.
And she is an aspiring bold star.
Nice!
Yes, actually.
Check out her new film with Stephen Koo.
Idiin mo sa gabi.
Kai and Koo.
Gumising ka, matutulog na tayo, anak.
Please welcome Cacai Bautista in the house.
Hello, guys.
Welcome.
Where's my tissue?
Pang
Nosebleed
nosebleed.
ako. Oo.
Check.
Nosebleed.
No, this is a special episode because at least we'll see the guys, get to talk Tagalog also.
Yan.
Because,
Practicein natin yung mga
yeah,
Tagalog
we should,
nyo.
makabayan.
You're gonna be hearing a lot of
Mark will look at each
Talaga?
other. We'll,
Ganon,
just,
oo.
we'll be nodding.
Puro oo lang.
Do you want to start off with usually what we do is we ask questions just so you can get a feel of what the show is
Exam
about.
ba to?
We'll ask,
Yeah,
kind
just
of,
like
a little
ano
bit.
lang. So we ask you one question, you have to answer in like 1 second. So the first thing that comes to
Uy,
mind.
baka di kaya ng neurons ko yung one
Kaya mo
second.
yan. All right,
Oh, sige.
here we go.
You start.
First question is, have you ever been linked to any international
my
star? And who?
Can you please
Kala mo,
change
hindi ako
the
nagbabasa
question?
ng mga chismis magazines. So, is
Let's
it true?
move on to
So
the
is it
next
true?
question.
Steven,
No, we're just
wow,
friends.
appearing in On the Job does not make you an
No,
international
it's not
star.
me.
We're just friends.
You're just friends,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't even know about this. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google.
Actually,
I'm googling you later.
Thai, no?
Okay.
Oh my God! Nako, patay.
Oh, sige, sige.
Pattaya in Thailand?
Yeah.
Ano yan? Ano?
All right, next question, Mark.
Sige.
Tagalog.
Oo. Anong paboritong comedian mo dito sa Pilipinas?
At bakit? What
Ano?
bakit?
Tao ba siya o bagay?
Babae at saka lalaki.
Oo.
Babae,
Was that
Eugene
your question?
Domingo.
Yeah, that is my question.
Eugene Domingo.
Eugene Domingo, lalaki, Tito Dolphy.
Dolphy. Okay.
Yes. Kasi si Tito Dolphy, all seasons ang ano niya, ang mga jokes niya.
Okay.
Lahat na nakakaintindi, all walks of life, mayaman, mahirap, sa middle class, nakakaintindi ng kanyang joke.
So
Okay.
do you find comedians sexy?
Yes, very well.
Would
Very
Tito
much.
Dolphy be the parang Bill Cosby of
Yeah.
comedians? Because I've never watched Tito Dolphy before.
You
Pero-
should.
Oh, syempre, I should. Sige, that's
Did
my
you ever do
homework.
stand-up?
I don't do stand-up comedy.
No, si
No, si
Tito Dolphy.
Tito
Ay, ano
Dolphy.
ba yun?
Dolphy.
What?
Dolphy.
No. He
No.
started in
Nag-stand-up.
theater then.
Theater lang.
He started in theater.
Zarzuela.
Yes, Zarzuela in Teatro Lux and yung mga panahon nila Katie, nilang Mary
during the
Walter,
Spanish era.
he started in theater.
Okay, my question is.
Oh, English.
Wait a minute.
French,
ha?
French.
Tagalog.
In
For
French.
every Tagalog word you say, you have to do a burpee.
Okay.
Ano ba to?
Later, after
Diyos
the
My
show.
question is, who would you rather have sex with?
Oh shit.
Ramon Bautista or Fabio Ide?
Oh, Ramon Bautista definitely.
Why?
Wow.
Good
I
job.
find him very sexy. I think I would fall in love with his brains, not with
Wow.
his face or his body.
So in short, you will fuck his brains.
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to fuck his brains.
Okay. So Ramon, if you're watching this podcast,
We just got you laid.
Yeah.
We just
Kakai's
hooked you
number
up.
is
Ramon.
0917.
You're the boys of solid, man.
Call me Ramon.
Okay, so we're on the topic of humor versus handsome, or funny versus handsome, and
Or personality.
Or personality,
versus
yeah.
looks. Yeah.
so we're trying to establish if women nowadays go more for funny guys or more handsome, physically more appealing guys. What do you
Actually,
think?
for me, I would rather choose a funny guy than a
Thank you very
handsome guy.
much. Thank you.
Yeah.
She didn't mean
Eh,
you. She said
Yeah, yeah.
funny
Kasi,
guy.
hindi,
said funny.
ang dami kasing,
Bakit?
okay, sabihin na natin, ang daming gwapo, dito pa lang, nagkalat na, di ba? Diyos ko,
Parang
nakakapanginig ng
parang
laman.
you slowed down when you went this way. Parang-
Nakakanginig
No,
ng laman
because it was
dito
getting
pa lang,
sensitive.
di ba?
She's like,
oh, wait, wrong.
So, syempre,
Wrong direction.
di ba?
She's like,
Okay, I got it.
Tama, oo. O, di ba?
Parang may force field. Parang-
Initially naman, pag nakakita ka ng gwapo na lalaki,
you know, every
magandang
Tagalog
babae.
word is a burpee, no? So,
Ano
yeah.
ba
Oh,
yan?
yeah,
Diyos,
yeah.
wag naman ganun. Wag naman ganun. Pag nakita mo, syempre, maa-attract ka agad kasi
Steven's
physically.
getting
Kasi
smacked.
initially yun yun ang, kumbaga, it's human nature to like a person pagka gwapo siya or
Uh-huh.
maganda siya or attractive talaga siya physically. Pero, ako talaga, hindi ako masyado na-inlove sa mga gwapo. Bukod sa masakit sila sa ulo, tsaka minsan wala pa talagang laman yung mga utak nila. Sorry pero
Okay.
hindi naman lahat.
So,
diba?
basic-
Yung parang,
so-
all right, wait,
Hey,
hold on, wait.
Wait, no, stop.
You ain't offending me
so-
today.
Mark Nelson's
I'm not
face
being
is
offended
so
today.
spaced out. He does not understand a word.
Wait, let me
He was
let me
sitting there.
let me summarize this for
The last part, she said,
international.
walang
Laman yung utak.
Laman yung
Yeah,
utak. What
because
does that mean?
we're actually
Translate.
worldwide. So we
Walang
have
laman
international
yung
listeners
utak.
and
Okay.
viewers.
There's
So
no,
for
like,
international
like
viewers, we
meat
just want to
to,
summarize
your
what
head,
Kakai
like,
said.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like you're
She's
impressed,
saying
I'm impressed.
guys with good looks
Really
don't have
staring at her
brains.
once.
That's what you
Yes,
said.
they're really most of them are really stupid.
All
Yeah,
right,
And
I
it's
got it.
just, nakakahiya. Kasi, like in bar, sa bar, pagpunta ka, when you
Okay.
go sa mga bars, they always talk to you like, oh yeah, where do you live? Like, huh? Where did you park your car? Huh? Sorry, I don't have a car.
Stick shift or automatic?
You know,
So they're not trying. It's parang like they'll
It's
just
like-
show
like-
up. They just need to say something. Kasi
it's
guwapo.
not.
It's
You
not
don't have necessarily.
it's
You
not
don't be.
interesting.
You don't need to be necessarily a bookish person. Or
Yeah.
you just have to be a street smart
Okay.
guy. Like street
Interesting
smart.
lang.
Yo, jologs. You can be jologs. It can be social.
Yeah.
Kasi most of the boys who are in the upper class is like, oh yeah, I have a car. Yeah, yeah. It's a Mustang. Yeah. So.
Kelvin?
So,
No,
so
no,
yeah, I have
Jaguar.
Jaguar. I have a H3. So, ano naman ngayon? Anong laman ng utak mo, yung H3 mo? Parang ganon,
okay,
di ba?
good point, good
Actually, I think that's a good
Parang ganun,
takeaway
diba?
for guys because I see that a lot too, where guys basically, everyone talks about how to pick up women, how to approach a woman in a
Yes.
bar and everything, and all these guys are just like, yeah, just say your name and just start
Yeah.
talking randomly. Okay, yeah, after a while, that's basically it is cocky in a sense that you're just you think all you need to do is show up.
Yes.
So you show
Correct.
up, you look good, you're asking her one
Evolution.
question, and then you give the ball to her.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait,
I know what
wait,
you mean.
we wanted a tip on self-deprecating, how to pick
Humor.
up self-deprecating wise. You go up to a girl and talk about your car. Yeah, you know what? I have the biggest car here. It has the most
Yes.
doors. It's the MRT.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like
What up?
yes, it's like you're getting a
See,
girl
bro?
in just
And
3
now we're
words.
getting
Like
girls.
I ride in
like
a
that.
6 million peso vehicle. It's called a bus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
Oh.
can guys can have a girl. It can get a girl in 3 words or in one sentence without even
Please tell me
without
how.
even having
me
the
how.
predicate in the sentence.
Sabi mo, ate!
Yeah, di ba? Parang how did you constructed that sentence? You don't even understand how you constructed it. Parang, hello? Di ba? Parang okay.
Okay, let me put this to a test though. Just to prove her theory. Can you name me at least 5 guys who are both handsome and funny at the same time? Who are not gay? Who are not gay?
I don't know why. I'm naturally standing up. I don't know why.
And there's a turtle at your crotch. What's going on?
And I'm holding on to this turtle for dear
All
life.
right, so name me 5 guys.
And I say,
guys.
Erwan Husaf.
I said funny.
yeah, sige,
Funny,
I
funny,
mean-
funny. Funny guys.
Funny guy.
5
guys.
lang. 5.
Well,
Just-
each of us as well. Let's come up with. I mean, there's guys that have.
I really
impressed
can't
us.
think of anyone.
Like a guy that's both funny and
and handsome.
good-looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And has brains.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Is that his name?
Yeah.
International.
That's true.
Yeah,
International.
international local.
Very true.
Luca. Vic Soto.
Mm.
Ayaw.
He's funny. He's funny. But he's not like handsome like Mark Nelson.
Oh, it's
Diba?
really
That's
handsome.
what I mean. Like handsome
He's
like
much better
this.
looking
So.
than me.
Pero
I
funny
think he's
also.
very
like Mark
handsome.
is handsome.
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Okay. Confirm.
I don't know. It's okay. I let him get away with this because he was born ugly
Because I don't
and
have
unfunny.
abs.
It's
So
okay.
he doesn't get away with
Every
it.
bad joke Mark makes, a new ab pops out. That's why
He's
he's so
so
ripped.
But Tito Golfi is not really handsome.
Not,
ah.
exactly. That's what I mean.
He's
So
not really
what we're trying to say
handsome.
is
Yes, like-
most handsome guys can't have everything. They can't be both handsome and funny.
God
They're
is
funny.
fair. Because God is fair.
The balance of life. The
Yes.
balance of life. All right. So leading
Okay.
on to our next question, Kakai. Our
Ano
question
ba
is:
to?
Is it the same way with women? Do guys prefer funny women over beautiful women?
Oh,
Mark,
alam nyo na yan ah.
Mark, that's the question.
Well, if we go by the polls, yeah, guys do prefer funny women over
Sabi
beautiful.
I
Um,
think if you're in a restaurant or in a
But
bar,
yeah,
Go
oh
ahead.
sorry. But I think that guys would rather choose someone that is okay looking with a decent sense of humor rather than someone that's super hilarious.
I'll tell you right now,
Um,
out of all the, sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go.
Oh, out of all the lovely ladies that we've had featured on our show already, the one I would love to hang out with, it would be Erin Cristobal. She was, well, I don't know why she doesn't call me back. You
Yeah.
should call me back, girl. But anyway, she was so funny and hilarious and just really a delight to hang out with. Even after the show, we were talking and hanging out with. Remember her?
Yeah.
From Spit. And Kakai, of course, would be second.
Uy,
After that.
Second lang.
dito lang ako
Oh,
eh.
second
Total
lang.
lang.
Anyway, but
Wait.
okay, but based on a study done in the States, though, they say it's inversely true. Like men actually wouldn't want to hang. It's men would rather choose beautiful women over funny. And when they say funny, they mean women who will actually laugh at their jokes. That's based on a study. So do you guys agree or disagree?
personally,
That is
I
true.
know, not personally me, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I see most of the time. Like you'll see
Yeah.
a lot of guys with really pretty girls that we all know don't really contribute much.
Thank you.
That's a nice
Very
way
well
to put it.
put. Very well put.
Very well put.
Intellectually.
But you
safe.
don't really see a lot of pretty girls with really pretty boys that don't have much to say, unless they're like in their 60s and the guy's like.
Guys are
20.
just inherently lazy. They're inherently lazy. They don't want to go the extra mile to, they're intimidated by the wit of a woman, by the success of a woman. When I say success, they're, mentally, wit-wise, humor-wise. So yeah, I
There's
concur with what
because
you said.
there's the trophy wife, but there's no trophy husband.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know. I
Okay.
think there can be trophy husbands.
You would be a
Really?
trophy husband.
You are a trophy. You will be a
Which
trophy
is why I'm
husband
not
for me,
married.
Charat.
Yeah.
For me.
And you fill up the house with turtles.
Yeah.
More than that. No, but wait. Okay, I'll give you an exact example. A lot of girls go for fat guys who are funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful women. We're talking about beautiful women. But do you see a lot of beautiful?
But they're usually rich.
No, like funny.
Okay.
No, people like Seth
Fat
Seth
guy
Rogen.
invented
who happens to be
Microsoft.
rich.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that, but they're not like physically like well.
Okay. I
Made.
guess we're
Mataba.
There's
different.
hope for you.
Have you
There is hope for
seen?
you yet.
Have you seen handsome men?
Jason
hang out with-
Sudeikis.
Huh?
Look
No, hang
who he's
out- hang-
dating.
Yeah, but hang out with chubby women or funny
Less,
women.
less, definitely less,
So
yeah.
it's really based on the study. It's inversely true.
But I know some guys that are self-proclaimed
Oh.
fat women lovers.
Chubby
But
chasers.
but
Chubby chicks.
I
example,
have
Kakai,
friends. I have
Kakai,
friends.
Kakai, yeah.
What?
Kakai, you're dating
Oh.
international celebrities. Diba?
They
Oh.
chase me. I don't chase
exactly.
them.
So what's the phenomenon?
Husband,
What's the phenomenon?
husband
Okay.
material guys chase me. I don't
why?
chase
Why?
them.
Why we want to know?
Maybe.
It's the sex. It's the sex.
No, shit. What is sex? I haven't experienced it in 5 years. I'm
sex.
sorry.
The instrument.
5
sex.
hours? I know.
5 years.
5
I'm
years.
virgin for 5 years. Okay, let's
5
not
years
talk about
only.
it. Kasi when yung mga guys na nag-hang out with me o mga tropa ganyan, hindi kasi ako nakukuha sa, hey, what's your, ganyan, chorba, ganyan. Kahit yung mga date-date, ha? Ano to? Basta pagka yung masarap kausap, very conversationalist, and really, I like funny guys. I like guys who can tame me. Kasi, pag,
Okay. And
Okay.
funny guys can tame you. That's what you're saying.
yes. Yung syempre pagka, I'm usually funny, di ba? Naturally funny ako, makulit ako, maingay. Pagka meron isang guy na napatawa ka na, wow.
Okay.
Okay, quick tips before we cut. How can a guy get funnier?
Yeah.
How can a
Wear
guy work on his
your
humor?
white makeup.
What's one
Charing.
tip?
Can I
Dress like a clown, you'll pick up.
Can I start? Can I start?
Yeah, go.
Don't be afraid to make fun of yourself. I think that's the first thing. Don't be too conscious of, if you're good looking or whatever.
Yes.
Still make fun of yourself because I think people find it funny when
Yes.
you don't look high up on yourself.
Yes.
I think it's so important for everything. Read the newspaper, read books, read everything. The more you have in
More
your head, the
informed.
more you can formulate jokes from it.
Okay.
I think watch stand-up comedy.
Wow.
Honestly, it's a great way of
Yeah.
seeing how people deliver lines and just appreciating humor. for
Especially
humor's
because those
sake.
guys, they don't necessarily look good. Like they're not,
Oh, pretty much all the top comedians are the greatest lookers out there. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
I assure you that. Charing.
Present company accepted.
Tama.
Wow, mga bolero.
No, but everything you guys said, spot on. And additionally, making fun of other people, that's not funny. That's just being
Yes.
mean. So avoid that. Again, always go with the self-deprecating. Make fun of yourself. Make fun of the
Yes.
situation. That's the best way.
It's like
You? One
you
more tip?
Oh, one more
you
tip.
have to learn to laugh at yourself so the world will laugh with you.
Nux.
Just like that, diba?
And with that,
Yeah.
And with that, we're gonna come back with Mark trying to woo Kakai in his funniest moment.
Oy.
All right, we'll be right
Nice.
back, guys.
I like that.
I
Good
didn't
luck,
agree to
Mark.
this.
Neither did I.
I just-
Welcome back to
The Cave!
Hello.
The cave. The cave.
Ibang cave yan.
Okay.
Bacave yan, bacave. Bacave.
Okay, guys, before we move on, we just want to say a very special thank you to Camp Suki for the clown costume, and of course, what is that?
And
What
the
do you mean
makeup.
clown costume?
PinTWOra.
PinTWOra.
With a
Face
TWO.
Sarah did this.
Face
Thank you,
painting
Sarah.
services, yes.
By the way, the clothes, they're not from Camp Suki. This is from my own personal collection. So I
Wow.
don't know where the Camp
Of course
Suki
so.
clothes are.
And those shoes are actually his. Yes, they are. I don't know what those are, but
All right, we're
The
still with
French
Kakai.
guy calling me gay. That's great. We've lost it.
Okay, we're still with comedian Cacai Bautista, who's giving us some insights on humor versus handsome, and in your case, humor versus beauty. So just to
Pwede
before
naman parehas na lang.
just before we jump into our segment called Bad Actors Club, tell us lang, how do funny women
Nakakatawa.
get the guapo guys?
Just ako, I always tend to be myself. Yeah.
I always stick there.
Sometimes
what?
I lick them. Charing. No, you just have to be yourself. When you know that you're funny, ako, alam ko na nakakatawa ko, so I always,
Just make them laugh.
yes, and you don't need to pretend naman na, like you're social or you can eat this, you can be
You
like
eat everything, basically.
Yes. Lulukin mo. You have
Swallow
to
it.
Yeah, you have to swallow it.
Guy, do you feel guys are intimidated by your humor? And
Sometimes.
yeah. So how do you,
sometimes.
if you like them, kunwari you like them, how do you
So
make them
kaila-
feel comfortable?
I really
minsan
want to
I-
see this live. So can you try to woo Mark? That's
Kaya
what
ka ba?
Try lang, try.
Ano ka ba, Mark? Charing.
Try lang. Kunyari, you just met Mark, you're shooting a movie together. How do you
Yes,
try to
Mark
get
and
his
Kai
attention?
are shooting a
That's
movie
comedy right
together.
there.
Hey, people can hope.
Okay, go.
Hey.
And action.
Action.
Hey, you're hot. You want biogesic?
Or yung capsule.
Anong pangalan mo? Biogesic?
Hi. Kasi minsan pag may megay na ganyan. Hi.
Hello.
Can I explain?
Sige na nga.
Ganun lang.
That's funny, okay,
Tatanungin
okay.
lang nila, what? Wala lang.
So,
Minsan nakukuha ko sila sa ganun, lalo pag mga nosebleed na ganito. What's that? Secret. Ginaganon ka lang. Alam mo na yan.
I got it.
Mga ganun pa-under lang.
Yeah,
Kasi
yeah.
minsan, ginaganon ko lang yung ano ko.
You just show your cleavage, shoulder pads.
Wow. Actually, no, that's
It's kind of cute.
Mark, scratch her
Scratch
itch.
it. It's
Scratch
ringworms.
it with your
Can you,
mouth.
can you scratch it? It's boony.
funny because that's actually the same way that I do it as well.
Yeah.
Can you help me scratch an itch?
See, okay, that's a classic.
Wow,
case.
that's great.
Mark
I'm not-
does this in the club and really cracks up all the girls. He does this move where, Mark, come on, can you
I
show
just
us?
did it.
dance
Sample.
move, I've seen it
No,
before.
like he does a cleavage
Yeah.
move and all the girls
I've
like
Plus
it.
factor yun pag
It's
yung
self-deprecating.
ganito kagwapo,
Yeah.
ganyan ka kagagwapo, tapos
But
biglang
I've
Hindi ka
seen.
na-
ganito kagagwapo, sabi ko.
Okay.
Mark has I don't know what he has, but he has something. Like I remember when we were all together that night.
Yeah.
He has a power to just take over conversation, and then four girls just
Wow.
listen to him.
Yeah.
And he's just like the nice guy
Yeah.
talking. Really, like he's so
Yeah.
interested.
This is us
Engaging,
making
right?
yeah.
Hand
He's
movements.
so engaging.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
watching.
I
I can
know.
actually learn a few things from this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're such a
Well,
persuasive guy.
in
I'm just
Cebu.
genuinely
In
interested.
Cebu. In Cebu, remember?
Yeah.
Sure,
And,
I
and he
named
was
it.
talking about carbs. To
Yes.
a group of
Oh.
girls, and all the girls like,
Yeah.
carbs.
All right.
I want
Mark made
carbs.
carbs sound good. Oh.
Right.
I want
Oh,
carbs.
about carbs is life.
Oh, better than you.
Go.
Charing.
What's your segment?
All
go,
right,
go.
so we have this segment called the Bad Actors Club, and in this segment, we're gonna do for this particular segment, we're gonna do one comedy sketch each, just to see if we can all be funny. Just wala lang. Let's see. Let's
I'll
see.
start. I'll start.
Are you start?
I'll start.
Start with Erwin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Erwin Husa.
And these are rip-offs from comedians. by the way.
Yeah.
These are-
You
these
gotta
are-
say which
The shut-
These are known
No,
sketches.
no. Let's try to guess who it is.
Yeah, but
Oh.
do you guys know? I used to live in Shanghai. I don't know if I
Okay.
told you. guys.
Oh,
I lived
lumpia?
in Shanghai.
I'm not too well versed on my Chinese stand-up
I-
comedians,
I
bro.
I lived in Shanghai back in 2005. It was my very first internship. I was there for 6
Okay.
months.
All
I
right.
was in Paris, and I told myself the Olympic Games was going to be there in 2008, so I was going to set myself up, take Mandarin for 2 years.
I have the setup is as funny as the
be
joke.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So basically, I took Chinese for 2 years.
Okay,
You
stop
in
showing
English-
off
In
and just tell-
English, you have those words to
naman
stall,
tayo.
basically. Sometimes like,
Yeah.
that type of shit,
Correct.
right?
Stalling words.
And
yes.
in China, there's a really messed up one, and I don't know if you know Chinese.
No, I
you
don't
just,
know
you just look
Chinese.
like one. But in Chinese, they basically go, Nisha chumi nabasa namai chide nigga.
I've heard this. I've heard this.
And nigga basically means like pointing to something. So they'd be talking, nigga. So that sounds really messed up, right? So I was in a McDonald's one. No, sorry, in a KFC actually. I was in KFC I was in KFC in Shanghai, and standing in line in front of me was a black woman. So this is the only black woman in China, and I swear to God, I didn't put her there. And she found the chicken, right? So she found the chicken. So she was standing there, and she basically was looking at the menu, and she's looking at me. She didn't know what to order, and what should I order? And I was like, why don't you eat the chicken? So basically, she kind of understood me, right?
didn't.
And then all of a sudden, this little Chinese kid just runs in with his mom, and then he's looking at the menu, and he's like, nigga, nigga. And then the big black lady, all of a sudden, she's like, why are you calling me a nigga? I am no nigga. Why are you calling me a nigga? And then she's looking at me like I'm supposed to beat this Chinese kid's ass, right? So I'm like, fuck it. Here's a straw. That's my sketch.
Not bad. All right.
Very
Nigga.
good. More than made up for it.
I'm gonna go next. I'll go
I
next.
love racial jokes.
That was from Russell Peters, by the way.
Oh no!
But I did live in Shanghai.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna.
Stop showing off, bro. Stop
My
showing off.
sketch is about boy bastos, or in
Boy.
English translation, it's boy perv.
Yes.
Or
The
boy
kid
Steven.
that grew up a perv.
Okay.
Si
Go.
boy
So
bastos.
this one day he was like probably like 3 years old. He was sitting in the bathtub naked with his mom, and he was asking body parts. So like, assuming you're the mom, he goes, "Mommy, what's that?" And he points to the eyes, and the mom goes, "Oh, these are eyes, boy perv. Okay, what are these?" And then points to the knees, and the mom goes, "Oh, these are knees, son." Knees. And then he points to the vagina, and then the mom goes, and then he goes, "What's this, mom?" He goes, "Oh," so the mom can't answer, right? She's awkward. He goes, that's a butterfly." Oh,
Oh.
butterfly. Where's your vagina?
It's here.
All right, next.
Okay, so who? No, that was just to both of us.
Yeah,
na
Kakai's
ba?
next. Kakay.
Okay, you're next.
Pwede ba I don't have sketch kasi eh. It's
Drawing
here,
ka lang daw.
pakibasa nga. Charing. It's here kasi. I sketch it here. Charing. I'll just rap, okay?
Okay.
Okay, game. Kung gusto mong lumigay ang iyong buhay, humanap ka ng kakay at ibigin mong tunay. Isang kakay na talagang di mo matanggap. At huwag ang babae na iyong pangarap. Ngunit kung bakit ko sinabi to ay simple lang. Pagkat magagandang babae ay maglalaro lang ng iyong oras. Hirap, pagod at salapi at handang-handang iwanan ka naman sa sandali na ikaw ay wala nang ibigay, di ba? Kaya pangit na kakay ang hanapin mo dahil. Kung hindi, sige ka, puso mo'y mabibiyak. Mawalay man ang kakay, hindi ka iiyak.
Alright. Alright.
Lagkit ng tingin sa akin ni Mark Nelson, nakakaloka!
To our
And now Rovilson Fernandez for his skit, he is going to translate that.
There we go.
While rapping it.
bro, in English, Kakai said, "My ovaries are fertilized right now."
I'm ready for your sperm.
English translation.
Yeah.
Now there's a pickup line.
Yes. The
Now
ovaries
that's
are
how you
ready.
pick up a guy.
Okay, Mark Nelson. Next.
Okay,
Lights,
Nga, no,
camera,
Mark Nelson.
action.
You know what I find really annoying? It's a stripper myth. Have you ever heard of the stripper myth?
No.
You know, you go and you meet a stripper and they're like, "Oh, you know what? I'm just stripping to pay my way through college." Right? Bullshit. There are no strippers in college. You guys know this. You don't see an intelligent stripper there on the pole going, "You know what? Ever since the Cold War, I think NATO's gone obsolete. I think you should diversify your portfolio."
Okay, that was funny.
That's not bad.
That was funny. That's funny. That was self-deprecating and funny.
Galing
And
galing
that, ladies and
sumaya.
gentlemen, was from the great philosopher Chris Rock.
Wow. Ang
All
galing.
right.
I think Mark on the stripper pole was the funny part. That was-
Yeah,
that's what
I
really
was gonna
got me.
see that.
Yeah.
All right, and finally,
Practice.
our clown of the day, Mr. Rovilson Fernandez.
Do I really have to say anything? I mean, I just sit here, really. And action.
All right, okay, Rovilson, you
Pamay-pay lang ang katapat.
you get to decide
Oh.
who was the funniest
Oh wow.
and who was the least funniest.
Oh. Oh, I can't do that.
Yep,
No,
yeah.
I can't do that. It has to be Kai who is.
Okay, you choose who was the least funniest out of three of us.
Least funniest.
Oh, that's the plus 10 and minus 10? Is this it?
This is the
Parang
plus 10 minus
pantay-pantay
10.
lang yung intensity ng
Yung
mga
least,
joke
yung
niya.
least, yung
Okay.
least.
Erwan.
Yes.
That's because mine was all in English. That's why.
Hindi ko masyado naiintindihan.
Joke's elitist and racist.
So we'd like to announce to everybody that this starts the second round of point systems, and so today we
I'm
have
starting negative?
negative. Erwan.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Wait,
Welcome to mediocrity!
Wait, we gotta find out who gets plus 10. Who gets plus 10?
Who got the plus,
Plus
10?
10. Ano ba yan? Ang hirap. Pwede hati-hati na lang. 3.3.
No.
I'm okay with that. Okay lang.
Sige na nga.
I don't think Rovilson tried.
Stephen.
This.
Oh,
We are
Thank you
never
very much.
guesting a
Ayun na.
predominantly Tagalog
That's
guest
racist.
ever again.
that's racist.
Mabuhay.
Yeah, that's racist. You just
so
don't
we
like
have-
him
what
being
am I
white.
do to make
All right, so we have no more time for the top 10, but Kaka, thank you very much for being here with us
I
today.
had fun.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything you want to...
Nosebleed. Yeah, we'll be having a rerun for Rack of Ages. I hope you can watch.
Rack
Yes,
of Ages.
R-A-K, Rack of Ages, musical comedy.
She's the
Yes,
lead.
I'm one of the leads there. I'm the mother of the lead star, okay?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a breast exposure. Charing!
No.
Yeah.
She's
We'll
pink, by the
have-
way, guys. She's pink.
We'll have a rerun on June to August.
And then your
The end.
Twitter, or you want
Yes, I have
them
a-
to follow you?
I have a Twitter account. It's Cacai Bautista, and my
With a
Instagram.
K.
Yeah, with a K.
K.
With a K. Yeah. My Instagram, natatawa. Ano ba ito? Kasi si Mark Nelson nakatingin sa akin. My Instagram account is I love K. That's I-L-O-V-E. Diyos ko naman itong mga lalaking to. Yeah, I love K. My Instagram account.
I love
Yeah.
K. All right, don't forget to follow. Make sure to follow.
Go on extrarise.tv. Thank you.
All right,
Go on
one-
extrarise.tv. Make sure to follow at The Cave Podcast on Instagram
That's
and on
right.
Twitter. And please find us on Facebook as well.
More
Everything's on
shows coming your
extrarise.tv.
way.
Yeah.
The Fat Kid Inside and all these other shows. And also, while we're doing the credits, he's gonna do the burpees. 5 burpees
What do
for
I-
Erwan. You lost Tagalog
Yes.
Wars.
Ah,
Credits,
I thought we
credits,
were taking,
credits, credits, credits,
Shutter,
credits,
Fake.
credits. Burpees. 5 burpees while we're doing the credits.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. This is the Cave.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind.
3.
Just for complaining, you get 5 more.
Daming lamok.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.